KM sits on top of content management, document management, and records management.
Curation is key. It's got to be relevant, it's got to be timely, it's got to have impact.
Let them be comfortable with what they're using and go to them on their terms, and you find a way to take what they're doing and do something magical with their stuff.
KM and OD and IM and learning and leadership and design thinking and diversity and inclusion and all these sort of hot growing topics, this new thinking of what leadership is and how to do it.
KM is a collection of different features and functionality and processes, really, that would run the spectrum of being for content or documents or records.
It's a group of thought leaders getting together and just exploring different ways to educate other people in KM and the need for it in their organization.
Learning about something from scratch and how it's applied in the business industry and across other industries was really helpful.
The design thinking session was particularly good because I think she provided a lot of relevant knowledge and practical knowledge.
It was interesting to hear how we as humans typically dwell on the negative aspects and what knowledge management can do to really change that forward thinking into a positive, proactive mentality.
Every organization has different needs, and so if you work on the Fed side, you might focus more on technology because that's what's thriving right now, or if you work in the private side, you might be focused on the individual, really teaching them what KM is and that we do KM every day.
We learn a lot, but it also generates a lot of innovative thinking.
Starting small, testing, measuring, and bragging. And I think we need to do much more about the bragging, to tell our stories, to make sure that our budgets are sufficient for honoring the work for knowledge management in our agencies.
I heard questions from people that were asking things that I wouldn't have thought to ask, but ended up being really useful information.
So far, I've already gotten some concrete and tangible ideas that I can implement already when I go back to the office.
And I will be coming back, and I'm going to get my certification this summer.
I think a lot of organizations know that they have to go towards knowledge management, but change is very important because if you can't, lead everybody with you, it's not going to be successful.
I think it's a good way to convene with other people in the industry and learn about new tools and to be on the cutting edge of what's going on.